शिवोऽहं 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 शिवं शरणं जय जय नन्दी शरणं जय जय मूलाञ्ज शरणं जय जय शिवकामि शरणं जय जय श्रीमाता ललिताम्बिका राजराजेश्वरी महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी शरणं मम. So now we are going to start the doubt clearing session from the ID number 10,687. Okay, this is related to Sri Vidya level 1 and Shiva Yoga level 1. Sri Vidya student recite Kadgamala or Lalita Sahasranama. I am a Shiva Yoga student. Can I chant Rudram and other Shiva Stotras with your permission, or is there any other chant for us? See, Shiva Yoga is a very, very high level path of the Siddhas. So it is more of an inner meditation. And when you have received this Shiva Mantra Diksha, then you are eligible to chant any Shiva Stotras, like Rudram or Shiva Sahasranama, Shiva Ashtotara Nama, or anything you want to chant, you are eligible to chant. You don't need any further Diksha for that. Next question from ID number 10,581 related to Sri Vidya level 4. Like a schoolboy falling in love without thinking, my heart is repeatedly drawn to the beauty of awareness itself, being even more beautiful than any other objects reflected in it. The union of this love and beauty is peace, bliss, and fulfillment. In addition to Sri Vidya Sadhana, may I consider the beauty of awareness itself to be Bala Tripura Sundari and worship her in this way? Yes. Bala is the innocent awareness. Bala is the innocent consciousness. We call it as a Adi Shakti. She is the Adi Shakti, the form before creation, or in the stage of creation. So we call Bala Tripura Sundari. Okay, so you can consider her as a awareness. The mantra itself is that what you are explaining: peace, bliss, and fulfillment. Aim, Klim, Sauhu. That is the meaning of the whatever you have explained in English. So you can consider it as the awareness of the Bala. The next question from ID number 10,645 related to Sri Vidya level 1 R Kriya. One day during meditation, a thought arises in my mind that the cosmos and my subtle energy body are similar in terms of function and structures. The different chakras in my energy body are like galaxies or black holes in the universe. Is this true? Can you please clarify? Over the last month, I have not been regular in my daily sadhana. I have had a few gaps ranging from 2 days to 5 days. Moreover, I have not been able to do the part B of R Kriya for about 2 weeks now. Guruji, please guide me. How can I compensate for these gaps? I can hold my breath up to 50 seconds to a minute at the end of the rapid breathe kriya of R Kriya. Should I continue doing that? So first question is, you are experiencing that the cosmos and your inner body or the chakras are somewhat similar, okay, and their function and structure is also similar. It is very true. according to the universal law of correspondence, what it is said, Yata Brahmanda Tata Pindanda. How the Pancha Mahabhutas are outside, at the same time Pancha Mahabhutas are within. So as we go in the higher level of our journey, our inner awareness, our inner introduction to Shiva Shakti of the vibration, light, sound, everything will start manifesting. And you start seeing your inner world is so expansive like a universe. So whatever you see, so many lokas, celestial world, or the lower worlds or astral worlds, all are you are within you, and you are everywhere. That is the experience of the God consciousness, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and you are having a glimpses of that. You are having a glimpses of that. So it is good sign that you are progressing in your path. Okay, and then he is asking for he has taken a gap of 2 to 7 days. So it's okay if you are, it's always better 2 to 4 days is permissible. More than 4 days, what happens? Your soul vibrational goes down. So at least you need to chant the mantra of that sadhana. For example, R-Kriya you are doing, at least chant the mantra, Sanjeevani mantra in the R-Kriya. Then you can hold or charge your soul. Even you are taking a 2 to 7 days gap. When you chant the mantra, at least for 5 to 15 minutes, you can hold the charge of that sadhana. Okay, that is the second question. And he is asking one more question, that he couldn't able to do part B of R-Kriya from 2 weeks. Okay, nothing, you just pray again, you start it. Don't worry about that, This is always, we because of, as a householder, we have so many responsibilities, and it is very difficult for us to manage in the beginning. So pray to Divine Mother, again you start part B of the R-Kriya. And another question is from the R-Kriya, that he could able to do the rapid breathing Kriya, and he could able to hold up to 50 seconds, 50 to a minute. Okay, it's okay. Whatever that is permissible for you, what is your capacity to hold, the breathe outside your body. Okay, it should be comfortable feeling. It should not be very, very forceful. Okay, so you are doing well. You can continue with that. The next question from ID number 10,446 related to Sri Vidya Sadhana. When we do our sadhana, why are we not doing the Anganasa, Karanyasa? Okay, what is the purpose of Anganasa and Karanyasa? Why do we start the Anganasa and Karanyasa only for sloka, not for a puja? You see that in Sri Vidya Sadhana, we are not doing the upasana, we are doing the sadhana. And here in Siddha Parampara, we are taking a diksha, not a upadesha. When you take a upadesha and do the upasana, this Anganasa, Karanyasa will come to you. Okay, you have to do the Vinyoga, Anganasa, Karanyasa, Dhyana Sloka, then Purushacharana, then you are ready to do the puja and all of those worship. That is the Upasana procedure is different, Sadhana procedure is different. Upadesha is different, Diksha is different. So here we are giving you Diksha where you don't need to do the Purushacharana. Okay, you don't need to do all these things to establish the deity. Okay, so you directly go with a diksha and then you do the sadhana with your inner worship. You go one step ahead. We will bypassing you. First rituals, then inner meditation, then samadhi, then realization of the truth. These are the stages that you need to go through. And here we are directly giving you sadhana, where we are bypassing the outer rituals, directly taking you to the inner meditation, because we are awakening the Kundalini Shakti, and that Kundalini Shakti is very powerful, that will bring the purification and establish the divinity in you. So we are bypassing. Then you are asking the next question, what is the purpose of Anganasa and Karanyasa? As you know that Anganasa means, Nasa means establishing. Anga means establishing in the limbs or the body parts the deity, or the bringing the divine consciousness energy of the deity in your body parts. That is Anganasa. Then we have a Karanyasa. This is Karanyasa is establishing the divine energy of the deity in the palms and fingers that you have it. So this is the Karanyasa you do, and then you do Anganyasa, different parts, where you purify those parts and establish the divine consciousness, divine energy of the deity, and then you do the sadhana to manifest the deity in you. Then this is called as a siddhi, accomplishment of the sadhana. So that is the way when you take a upadesha and do the upasana. Here what we do, we seed the deity consciousness in your soul. From soul it will manifest into a energy body, mental body, astral body, then automatically it will manifest into a physical body. So it is automatic process that will happen to you. From the Siddha consciousness of Thirumalarji, it is coming in your soul consciousness as a seed, then it will, the divine consciousness of the deity manifest in your entire being. So you don't need to do all the Karanyasa, Anganyasa and the Purushacharana like a Havan, Tarpana, Marjana, Shanti Puja and all, that is not needed. So this is the grace of the Siddhas, where their tapas shakti, their energy, they are giving us during the Diksha, and that the energy of the Shiva consciousness is awakening the Kundalini within you from the Mooladhara, and then the sadhana is given to you. As the purification happens during your meditation, so the Kundalini start raising, burning the karmas and removing all the obstacle and helping you to manifest the divinity and experience the self-realization and God relation. Okay? Then there is a next question, why do we start with Anganyasa and Karanyasa only for a sloka and not for a puja? Not like this. In many pujas, we also do that. It depends what type of puja you are doing. In a Ruta, we don't do it. There are pujas that are coming with a Vedic rituals. There are pujas that are explained in the Puranas just as a Rata. So I think you were talking about that. So puja also need all of these, Karanyasa, Anganyasa, all that systematic procedure is there. If you go to any temple, you see how the puja is then done by a priest there. He has to do all those things, purify himself, purify the inner shrine, then he has to invoke, then he has to do all those things. Okay? The question from ID number 1389 related to Sri Vidya level 6 and other things. Guruji, you ask your students to slowly increase the duration of sadhana due to risk of permanent chakra damage. How does one know the existence and extent of chakra damage? Can such a person be helped to get rid of all kinds of bad karmic balance and doshas? What is the better to do, Pratyangir sadhana or VKG sadhana? Or should I wait for level 7 initiation where all the Shaktis are involved? Please guide me. Okay. So this is related to chakra damage. You see that if you follow the guidelines given by us, then this problem will not happen. Chakra damage will not happen. And some chakra damage can be understood by a student if he is a clairvoyant enough, kinesthetic enough, auditory enough. If he has a psychic ability, he could be able to sense his chakras. He could be able to see his chakras. He could be able to see the leakage or tears in the chakras, the energy body. If the person is not clairvoyant enough, he cannot, person can help this. So if you're following the guidelines that is given to you, minimum 2 months, then that is sufficient. You see, you need to understand this spiritual path is a lifetime activity that you need to understand, first thing. And here in this lifetime, we are burning many thousands of life karmas. So what the work we are doing is not easier. The inner karma, that the real karma we are doing in this life, because of the free will, because of the acceptance, because of our intention, by taking the initiation in the Siddha Parampara, it is the highest thing that we are doing it. Okay, so slowly, steadily we grow and burn our karma with the guidance of the master. If the student is not going to follow the guidance of the master, first thing is master cannot help. And many things can be reversed, but some things cannot be reversed. Some chakras get damaged in such a way that cannot be reversed. The student has to undergo a lot of health issues, lot of mind issue, lot of imbalance and all. So follow the guidelines that is given to you, things will be taken care. Okay. To get rid of all kinds of bad karmic balances and doshas, what is the better to do? Pratyangir sadhana or VKG sadhana? You see that. I have been telling from the beginning, Sri Vidya level 1 to 7 are sufficient to burn all past life karmas. Level 1, level 2, level 3 are very powerful techniques. Level 1 activates your chakras, cleanses, energize. Level 2 burn your horoscopic karmas, all your past life karmas, all your astrological doshas. In level 3, where you bring the sound, light, breathe or prana together, three forces come in together, then you burn highly sticky karmas of your past life, that you need to understand. So first three level are mainly for burning your past life karmas, sticky karmas and doshas. Then you are receiving Bala Tripura Sundari, pure consciousness of Lalitambika. Then fifth level, where you receive the Divine Mother consciousness. Then you grow into a divine consciousness, manifest that energy in the outside life and inner life. So it is the path that has been given, and I have explained this in a Sri Vidya Sadhana book, what each level does. So I request all my students, please little bit have an understanding what is the each level is doing, how I am getting a benefit of that, how much I need to give, the time for each level so that I can do it. And then coming to Pratyangira and VKJ Sadhana, Pratyangira sadhana is very, very advanced sadhana. VKJ is also very, very advanced sadhana, where once you purify yourself with all these things, then if there are some tantric attacks to you, or anything that cannot be, nullified. Some people are going to many, many negative psychic attacks and tantric attacks. There, Pratyangara is very, very helpful to you. VKG, Vancha Kalpalata Ganapati. It is also, combination of Shodasi and other Vidyas, and it will help you to fulfill your heart desire and manifest your divinity. Okay? So you continue with your sadhana, complete your level 1 to 7, that is a complete. If you have any other issue, if you inspired from within to take a Pratyangira or VKG, you can go and take that also. Okay? The next question from ID number 720, related to Sri Vidya workshop level 1 in December. Thank you for initiating me and my daughter to Sri Vidya. When I came for workshop before initiation on that day, I closed my eyes after seeing the statues of Shivakameshwari and Moolanchi. Suddenly I saw a diamond in between the statues, and it lasted for few minutes. It repeated after some time before initiation pre-lunch session. When you initiated in the evening in the Sahasrara Chakra, I saw Shiva in a Natraja form, and in each chakra I saw goddess. This I never felt before the initiation and after the initiation, when I came to the workshop before Corona. Sadhguruji, during COVID, you promised about Subramanya Diksha. Are you considering it now? So he could able to share the Sri Vidya level 1 initiation experience, during the workshop, and he could able to experience the presence of the divine in Shiva Kameshwara idol here and Sadguru Tirumalarji idol here. So what you have experienced is the presence of Divine Mother Lalitambika in the form of Shiva Kameshwari and Sadguru Tirumalarji, and their light form. So idol is there, behind that there is a form, a subtle form of consciousness and energy, that is a pure white diamond light that you could able to experience, so that you will understand that you are in the presence of the Sadguru Tirumalarji and Divine Mother Lalitambika. It is a blessing that you have received during the workshop, and you are blessed one. Okay, related to Subramanya Sadhana, we are planning to give it once the things will settle down. We will organize the offline workshop, then we will announce the dates also. Okay. The next question from ID number 10,442, related to Sri Vidya level 4. Guruji, I have completed level 4 in December, but I want to extend 2 more months until Feb, as I am getting too much pleasure in chanting Moola Mantra of Bala Tripura Sundari of level 4. And I also getting blessing from the Divine Mother. Kindly allow me to stay 2 more months with level 4. During the mantra japa session, I am doing, that is where he is explaining, he is doing mantra japa separately in the morning. My lower third and second chakra moves downwards, upwards respectively and merge together. Is this normal or abnormal happening? Kindly give your more details about Sri Vidya level 1B, as after sadhana, when I spend more time in level B and my bottom chakra starts contracting and expanding without doing any japa or kriya. Okay, so what is happening is he is experiencing bliss, joy during the Bala Tripura Sundari sadhana. It says that your preparedness and your oneness with Bala Tripura Sundari, you are blessed one. Okay, first thing you need to understand, you are blessed one, and you wanted to extend the level 4 for 2 more months. Yes, you can go ahead and you can extend. Once you are ready, please let us know. Okay, that is the thing. Then your question is, when you are doing the mantra japa, your second and third chakra, that is Swadhisthana and Manipura chakra, moving up and down and merging together. This is the very beautiful experience. Whenever the Bala energy manifests, awakens, the Kundalini will flow to Swadhisthana. From Swadhisthana, it will merge to Manipura, where the triangle is there, Manipura chakra, Agnisthana. Okay, so it is telling that you are able to lifting your Kundalini from Mooladhara to the Manipura chakra, and you are experiencing those three chakras merging, where your Panchamahabhuta, that is Mooladhara is a Prithvi, this Swadhisthana is the water, okay, or Jala, and this Manipura is the fire, where the Prithvi is converting because of the Kundalini or the grace of Bala, converting into a fire. So you could able to experience the merging of the chakras there. So you are literally bringing the transformation in the consciousness from grosser level to a subtle level. Okay, this is a very beautiful experience. You could able to get it. And then the question is, during the level 1B, my bottom third chakra contracting and expanding without doing. Yes, this is the reaction. You see, during the mantra japa, what is happening to your 3 levels of chakra, you know that. Once all the energy is accumulated in the third chakra, that is a Manipura chakra, the Manipura chakra is vibrating, reacting to the energy, expanding and circulating that energy to your entire aura. It is a distribution center. It's a distribution center where the life force will be distributing to your entire aura, that you are experiencing in this, part B of the Sri Vidya level 1. So all are very positive and you are doing well. You can continue with that. Now the question is from ID number 1066. Guruji, from first few months, I am observing that what I am telling to others, it is getting happening. Few of my office colleagues are asking me to talk positively about their future. I also believe that most of the occasion, what I am saying to other, it is started happening, positive or negative, not what I am thinking. I am also getting afraid to talk or speak to others regarding the task and work. So what is happening here is, in your case, you are having a Vak Siddhi, what we call, when we do the purification of our own soul, our own karmas, and when we manifest Divine Mother Lalitambika and purify our, especially this chakra, throat chakra, and when this purification takes place, then this Vak Siddhi manifest. Vak Siddhi manifest. And now you know that how good it is, how bad it is. What is the use of the Vak Siddhi? You understand now. Okay, what is the use of the Vak Siddhi and how the power of the Vak Siddhi. And when you speak negative, the people may go through that also. You speak positive, people may go through that also. It is what we call Tapas Shakti. We can bless the person, we can make an intention bad about the another person. We can speak negative about another person. So it is of no use for your spiritual growth. You need to understand, because only it will waste your Tapas Shakti. You can bless the entire world. You can bless the person. That's a good thing. It's a positive karma. But if by chance negative the person is coming, his energy triggers. It is not your intention. His energy comes and his energy communicates with you, and you may react to that energy and you speak negatively. What happens? The person may undergo negative thing, and you may feel you are responsible for that, and all the guilty feeling and fearful and all of that. So what I suggest, you let go all of this, offer this at the feet of Lalitambika. Tell to Lalitambika, Rajaraj Mahatripur Sundari, I don't want this siddhi. Okay, you offer back to the feet of Lalitambika. Tell to mother, I don't need this siddhi, I need your blessing, your guidance. You are the taking care of everything. I don't need all of this. Help and bless me to experience the truth about myself and transfer from this third dimension to soul consciousness. Okay, this is where your sincere prayer is needed, to let go and offer the siddhis to the feet of Lalitambika. So the next question from the ID number 10,299. Guruji, I am 1.5 months pregnant. I stopped my chakra meditation after knowing my pregnancy. How many times can I chant Mahavari mantras, or should I stop all mantra including 51 letter Shiva mantra? You can just do 10 to 15 minutes of mantra japa. For example, you do 5 to 10 minutes of Mahavarahi Moola mantra, then you do Tirumalarji 51 letter mantra with a sankalpa, with the intention for a good health for yourself or your baby. Okay, you can do that. The next question, is Soham meditation allowed during pregnancy? Yes, it is allowed, but not more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, you can do it. It is a wonderful thing. It will bring a lot of blessing. It will connect you to your soul, and this is a blessing to you and also the new life in you. In the donate Mantra Shakti section in the website, it is said that we are facing difficulties till 2022. Will that get solved in 2023? Can you please explain what is going on now? How will the problem solve? Please guide. I request you, don't worry about all the future things, what is going to happen next year and all of that. Okay, you are a sadhak, so you need to learn to focus on the present situation and how to overcome with a surrenderance, with a prayer, with a sadhana. That you need to understand. Don't worry about all what is going to happen for 2022-23. We are all safe. You see, we have faced many of that. Many of you who are really surrender, who are devoted, who are connected to Guru Parampa, all are safe only. All are taken care, all are getting help. So don't worry about all of that. That is not our duty to think too much about our future. Transformation is taking place, and we are getting help of Divine Mother, and we are focused and getting blessed. So we will focus and do all of that. Okay. The next question from ID number 10,624. Guruji, I have been doing my regular sadhana. Very soon I will get a level 2 Sri Vidya sadhana. However, absolutely nothing is working out or happening the way that I want. My health problems, job problems, and other personal issues which needed help or divine guidance are still there. Everything is stuck just like it was, and I don't even remember since when. I know there is a food to eat, clothes to wear, or a roof above my head, and I am grateful for everything in life. But the future nature of the mind, that is desires, and these desires of mine are very old. Some problems are there for almost 23 years now, and some for around 11 years, and I am 34. I really need your guidance and help to solve my health, money, and career problems. They may sound very ordinary to anybody else, but for me they are my biggest challenges, and I am somehow able to find a solution for anything. Please guide me. See that you have just started your Sri Vidya Sadhana. It is a great blessing that you know that. And what about you are having a problem, that also things will be taken care. You need to understand the universal of karma. Cause is within, effect is outside. The cause is within you as a karmas, as a negative belief, or as a thought pattern or your thinking pattern or belief system or your emotions, your feeling from childhood until now. The moment you are telling you are 34 and you, from 23 years, you are facing the same problem, means there is a limited belief within you or some karmic block within you or subconscious block within you that need to be released with the sadhana. So just 2 months, you cannot expect that all the years of problems get solved. Have a patience, continue with your meditation. Mother will guide you to the right path, and the necessary heart desires, I'm telling you, all heart desires are not your desires. Please understand, in a level 2 success wisdom book is there. I request you to go through once and little bit be aware of what are the repeatedly problems are you are facing, because when there's a problem is repeated, there is some limiting belief behind that. Either it's a relationship issues or it's a career issues or something. Because as we progress here, we are here to find the purpose of our life. The purpose of our life is what we passionated to do, what we are happy to do. Okay, what we are here to express, our talent, our the inner expression, what we are learned. Okay, the qualities that we have it. Okay, so it will take some time for you to manifest all your soul expression to solve your problems. Problems are there only because there's a life lesson to learn. If you learn that life lesson, you will go to the higher level of consciousness and you start experiencing more of a bliss, joy, happiness than all these burdens. I request, go to the level 2, learn the Siddha mind power. If there is a possible, to the Sri Vidya Havan also. It will make a faster progress to you. It will help you to quicken your process of clearing the karma and clearing the blocks, so of the or the obstacles to fulfill your desires. So at present I only assure you that have a patience and continue your sadhana with the devotion, surrenderance, understanding, and applying the other principles, like other pillars of Sri Vidya sadhana. Self analysis. Whenever there are so many issues are going on, self analysis. Why I am getting this problem? That first question. And behind that, what are my thoughts, my expectation, my belief about the person or about the job, about the word, whatever the situation. Little bit you be aware of that. No need to judge anything, just be aware of that. More you bring the awareness, then you know that from subconsciously something will come out, it surfaces out, and you release that block. Then things will start, clean, clear. You start seeing, manifesting what you want in this life. Okay. Then the question from ID number 297 related to Mahapaduka Guru Mantra. Guruji, it is nearly about 2 years I am doing Mahapaduka Guru Mantra and other Sri Vidya Sadhana. I wanted to start online education portal in my field. I asked Divine Mother to give me any name that I can use in my portal, so anyone can call me with that name. The energy of the knowledge, whatever he requires, will get from that name automatically. Suddenly one name has come into my mind called Charyanandanatha. To check its power, I told to two ladies to chant the mantra. Okay, he has given the mantra. And one lady saw the golden bubbles surrounding her and entering her. Other lady saw big golden ball coming from sun and entering her body. Guruji, please explain what is the experience and please confirm me, can I use this name as my soul name or spiritual name with your permission, so I can help my students in their path. This is something very beautiful that has happened to you. You see that you have been meditating on Mahapadaka Guru Mantra from 2 years, and your devotion and sincerity to Mahapadaka Guru Mantra is like anything else. I have been seeing most of the doubt clearing sessions, your questions is only on Mahapadaka Guru Mantra. Now, what is the beauty that happened is, because of your meditation, sincerity, devotion, that the essence of the Mahabhaduka Guru Mantra is manifesting in your soul. You become the embodiment of Charyanandanatha. Who is this Charyanandanatha? It is a Lord Shiva. Came on this earth as a yogi, as a Siddha, to give the knowledge of Sri Vidya and help others to practice and master and experience the Ananda. So that's what we called Charyanandanatha. Okay, that is the meaning of the name. So you received that name as your spiritual name. It is a blessing of Lord Shiva on you. It is a blessing of Lalita Ambika, Raja Rajeshwar Mahatripurasundi, and Lord Shiva as a Kameshwar and Kameshwari blessed you with a spiritual name as a Charyanandanatha. And second thing is you have tested that. You have given this with, in the form of mantra as guided by your soul or as guided by your inner guru. Who is inner guru now for you? It is a Charyanandanatha. Your soul is a Charyanandanatha, Lord Shiva and Shakti. Kameshwara, Kameshwari, the Sri Vidya powers are manifesting in you, blessing you, that you need to understand. And then when you gave this, they could able to experience the golden bubble coming from the sun or surrounding them. So what it means, golden bubble, again it is an unconditional love of Lord Shiva and Shakti. Highest manifestation is the golden light of unconditional love. It is the energy of the Surya, it is the energy of Mahamrutyunjaya, it is the energy of the Shiva Shakti, it is the energy of the unconditional love, it is the energy of the Siddha Shakti, I can say. So when you give this name to other, they could able to experience the energy of the Charyanandanatha, that is unconditional love, the grace, the knowledge in the form of a golden bubble. Okay, that's what we call Hiranyagarbha. Okay, the Lakshmi Tattva, the Lalita Ambika in a Kamala, that ultimate knowledge. You see that in Das Mahavidya, the last Vidya is a Kamala. When everything is released, you experience the pure, abundance, prosperity, inner psychic abundance. At that time, the Kamala manifests. That Kamala, when manifests, she is adorned with that golden light. So that is the Shakti of the Sri Suktam also. So they are experiencing this beauty with this mantra that you are given. You are blessed, and your students, whomever you are given, you are blessed. You happily start doing your online teaching with this name. And I'm not revealing this mantra. I think this is precious. So just you give this mantra to the one whom you really think they are deserved to receive this energy. Okay. Next question from ID number 10,450. My question is regarding Homam. I have been doing the Homam every week from November onwards as guided by you. However, I noticed energy-wise, I feel very drained the next 2 to 3 days after Havan. Why is that? After performing Havan, I saw the energy from the fire going inside all my chakras, almost like a deepam glowing, which seemed like a blessing. However, my body was so bloated the whole day. Is it normal? I have been encouraging my daughter to meditate daily. However, she is 14-year-old. Can she be given Diksha into Sri Vidya Sadhana? So first question is, so you are doing the Havan, okay, every week, okay, from November, but you feel drained the next 2 to 3 days after Homam. So what happens whenever you do too much Havan? This is the reaction of the body. When you do the too much Havan, the number of counts of the mantra or more number of mantras you do, your energy goes to very high level. Your chakras will be overactivated. That day it's okay. Suddenly the next day, the energy will be like your body cannot tolerate that energy. You feel drained, tired, and all of that. I request you, reduce the number of counts of the mantra or number of mantra that you are doing for the Havan. Okay. Then second question is, after performing Havan, I saw the energy from the fire going inside all my chakras, almost like a deepam glowing, which, okay, that is easy. It's normal actually. Whenever you do the havan, the fire in the havan awakens or ignite the fire within your the in the chakras, so that you could able to experience that the outer light, outer fire, or the outer shakti igniting the inner shakti of the chakras. You are having a experience of that. This is a blessing. It is good. Okay. And however, my body was so bloated the whole day. So in that case, what you do, again I'm telling, the my body was so bloated the whole day. Again, you are doing too much havan, I guess. Try to understand, doing more cannot help, may create again the problems. Find what is a good thing for how many number of counts. 3 times Ganapati mantra, not more than that if it is, or 9 times. Not like a 108 time Ganapati, 108 time this mantra, 108 time that mantra, then Kadgamala, this, that, and then you have learned so many other mantras. Then if you do all of them together, too much energy you create. It is good for your home, but it's not good for your health. Your body cannot absorb all of that. So reduce the number of count that you do in the havan. Okay. Havan means energizing, balancing experience. That should be the experience of the havan. Very energizing, balancing. If you do too much, you start feeling the eyes are burning, acidity, bloating, and the next day sudden things, or too much irritated, fighting, dominating. You need to find. Then the havan should bring harmony, balance, energization, inspiration, cleansing, healing, not the uncomfortable feeling. Okay. Next question is, I have been encouraging my daughter to meditate daily. However, she is 14 years old. Can she be given a Diksha into Sri Vidya? I don't suggest a Sri Vidya Diksha. At her age, she can go for a Raja Matangi sadhana. That one sadhana is sufficient for 2 to 3 years. Okay, after at the age of 18, let her start the Sri Vidya sadhana. Okay, Rajamatangi is the best sadhana for the young children. After 14 years, they can take a Rajamatangi sadhana because it's a higher form of Saraswati, and they need to focus on their studies and career, and also they need a protection, the Bhairava, and the success, the Bhairava. So that is a very, very powerful sadhana. Rajamatangi, Batuka Bhairava is the best sadhana for the young kids or children at the age of 14 years and above until 18. After 18, they can start this Sri Vidya sadhana if they are ready and you are helping them. Okay. The next question from ID number 10164. Namaste Guruji, I am currently practicing level 7 Sri Vidya sadhana. Due to your grace, I am going deeper in meditation to the point sometimes I forget on what chakra I was. Nowadays, I am getting disturbed in meditation due to some disturbances come along when I am meditating. Sometimes I don't get a time due to busy activities and day-to-day life. I never was that busy before. Why I am encountering all these disturbances? I am currently practicing Sri Vidya level 7. I was told by you to do the meditation once in a day due to the Pitta problem, due to Havan. Now I have completed all 7 levels. It's been 2 months as well. Can I do the meditation twice a day now? You see that so many questions in your question. So first you are telling that you don't have a time to meditate. Now you are asking, can I meditate twice a day, and all of that. So what happens as we grow in our path, and when you are in a phase of life where you are focused on your career, where you are focused on the relationship issues, where you are not yet get married or just married and all, your life become more busier. Where your attention to the outside activities needed. So it's okay, it's fine. So at least short version of Sri Vidya sadhana should be done. At least 10 to 15 minutes of mantra japa should be done. Okay, at least you should be able to give a time. You should not give a gap like not to do the meditation at all. At least 10 to 15 minutes mantra japa or the short version of Sri Vidya sadhana should be done. Just short version means protection sheet, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 7. Okay. If that is also not possible, protection sheet, level 7, 1 round. At least it will bring you harmony, you bring the harmony, alignment, cleanse, heal, energize. Then you do the job, in the outside life. Okay, and the disturbances, why I'm getting more disturbances, it is very normal. As a householder plus a spiritual sadhak, disturbance should be there. Where there's a disturbance, there is a lesson for you to learn. There is something is disturbing your inner balance, your inner focus, your confidence, your soul power, your willpower, your awareness. You need to bring, take one step back, bring your awareness to your inner self, be aware of your breathing, try to control or align yourself. Then you see what is that is disturbing. Okay, whether it's another person is disturbing, another situation is disturbing, or your own thoughts are disturbing, or you don't have a clarity, your own confusion is creating issues and all. So you need to bring the awareness. These are all the needed. As you progress on the path, disturbance should happen, challenges should come, then there is a growth, then only there is a we when there is a pressure, then only we rise above the consciousness, bring the awareness and see what is the real subconscious block, limiting belief or our own behavior, and then with that awareness we go to the one more step of our growth, soul ascension. Okay, that happens. So this is normal. And now you are asking the second thing, can I meditate twice a day? If it is possible for you, you can do the meditation. What I suggest, meditate for 2-3 days, for twice a day, morning, in the night, or morning and the evening, and see what is your energy level. If it is too much energy, not getting a sleep, okay, then what you again you reduce. First day you do only one day, second day alternative, like a second day morning and evening, then again only one day. Try to see that how you could be able to manage your energy. Okay, now you are at this level 7 and you have watched many of your our videos, and also you are advanced enough now how to manage the energy level and all. So according to your own feeling, you measure your energy, and whether if it is needed, do it 2 times a day. Okay. Next question from ID number 10,003. Guruji, I have received Sri Vidya Sadhana, completed all 7 levels, Bhagalamukhi Sadhana, and now Shiva Yoga Sadhana in level 3. My question is that previously in Manipura, there was so much energy I felt. But nowadays, I felt heat in that area. Sometime vibration on Swadhisthana chakra, and energy moves upward to Vishuddhi chakra. Firstly, the right side of the body feels like opening up. Then after some time, left side is also opening up. It became a normal course that my sleep breaks around 2 a.m. in the morning, and then for 3 hours I do not get to sleep anymore. And dreams come many times. Number of japa as I really feel to do or only soham is sufficient. What more I need to do? Self-realization. I feel more like a stuck in this vicious circle, need to get out of it as soon as divine allow me to. You see that you are guided, you are doing the meditation, you could able to complete all Sri Vidya level 1 to 7 by the grace of Lalitambika. Then now you are in the Shiva Yoga level 1, level 1 not 1, level 3. You are blessed. Now you could able to experience your chakras, even you could able to experience whether it's a right side of the body or left side of the body, how the energy moving, everything you are experiencing so beautifully. And when you are on the path, it is more you are desperate, more you are disturbed. Okay, so the path should be smooth. What do you mean by smooth? You should have a trust that I have been guided in the Siddha Parampara by the grace of Shiva Shakti. I am receiving the right guidance from the right master and connecting to Siddha Master Thirumalarji. That itself is a blessing. Getting the right sadhana and also experiencing my chakras, energy, and all those effects also. I am so blessed. That should be your experience. And don't think that this is a vicious circle. No, it is a choice by you, so you are here on this earth. So you are guided, you are taken care. Okay, so you are doing the sadhana, very good. You need to now learn to enjoy your present life. Enjoy the meditation. Don't worry about all other things. And know that when you are ready, self realization happens. Know that the Shiva Shakti always know what is the right time for you to give or manifest that self realization in you. So enjoy the path, experience the grace, experience the positive effect and blessing that you are receiving by sitting at your home. Be thankful and start your sadhana. Okay, continue your sadhana. The next question from ID number 1048 related to Bhairava. Guruji, in a recent group meditation, you kindly installed Bhairava in the form of a Trishula in our soul. Does it mean we received the Diksha of this mantra? And what is the difference between this mantra and Krodharaja Bhairava mantra? Should we chant both daily? Yes, this is a blessing of Bhairava. In our center, if you see, we have a Trishula here. This Trishula is the manifestation of Bhairava, in our center. It is always here to guide, bless, protect, and take care of us. Okay? And now you are asking that, whether you have received the Diksha of that mantra. Yes, you have received. Whomever attended the, that group meditation, or whomever interested to do that mantra, if they watch that, YouTube video, then they will receive the Diksha for that mantra. Then you are asking what is the difference between this mantra and Krodharaja Bhairava mantra. This Om Namo Bhairavaya Swaha. This is not a particular one Bhairava we are invoking. We are invoking the Bhairava consciousness. All type of Bhairava consciousness that are present on this earth or in the different dimensions will come and bless you when you chant that mantra. And when you chant the Krodharaja Bhairava mantra, it is specifically to invoke the Krodharaja Bhairava mantra. The next question is, should we chant both daily? Yes, if you have a time, you can chant both of them. Okay. The next question from the same ID number about Sri Chakra Puja. Guruji, in a Sri Chakra Puja, how many rounds of each mudra mantra should be done? One mantra chant per mudra or can be more? One mantra chant per mudra is sufficient. No need to do more of that. Okay. Related to Shiva Sadhana. Guruji, would you please inform about Pashupatastra mantra or stotra? Can we chant that mantra or listen to the stotra for quick results of protection and removing negativity? It's not needed. Okay. Tirumala Shiva mantra is a more powerful and it will take care of all your negativity. Okay. Next question from ID number 10,007 related to Sri Vidya, related to Durga Saptashati. Guruji, Durga Mata killed so many demons like a Chandamunda, Mahishasura, etc. Then how are they still alive in us human beings? Sorry if it is a stupid question. See, you need to understand. Whenever there is a story in the Puranas, okay, there is a esoteric meaning behind that. Okay. In this third dimension, it is a dimension of the duality. Duality means it is, always like, positive and negative. In this dimension, you have to experience the demon as well as the devas. Okay. So Divine Mother already killed the Asura in the soul level. You have to kill them in the subconscious level, conscious level, in your energy level. That's what you do the sadhana for that. Okay. So don't literally take the meaning of the Purana the way it is explained. Okay. You are here, manifested here for your purpose of your life. In you, you yourself is a one word, one universe. Within you also demons. When you call Divine Mother Durga, you will kill them and you manifest Durga in your consciousness. Next question about Raja Matangi. Guruji, I am trying to get a new peaceful job and buy a house, but there are so many difficulties and obstacles. What sadhana or mantra, japa, that you recommend to help with these issues? I feel there is so much suffering on this earth, but I am grateful to Divine Mother for protection. For to get a new job and to manifest a house, the Raja Matangi is more than sufficient. You continue with the Batuka Bhairava and Raja Matangi sadhana. If possible, if there are more obstacles are coming, more difficulties are coming, increase your mantra japa and do the more of Havan, and also try to bring the affirmation, use the Siddha mind power. Okay, that will be taken care. Related to Katkamala. Guruji, in one of the videos on YouTube, you mentioned about the Katkamala Stotra is actually a Mala mantra. Can you please explain more on this? How many times Mula mantra and this Stotra can be chanted daily? You see that entire Kadgamala, what are the names are there? Those names itself is a mantras. Mala mantra means it is a collective of many mantras, more than 5 mantras, together in one, stotra. So it is called Mala mantra. Okay, you just simply take our Sri Vidya Stotra's book and you just read Kadgamala Stotra that is given there. That is sufficient for you to do the sadhana because you are already initiated in Sri Vidya. That reading itself is a sufficient. Okay. The next question from ID number 10,162. Guruji, before I ask my doubts, I have a small experience to share. Lately, in deep meditation during Sri Vidya Sadhana, sometimes random faces and impression appear. They are like how a negative film turns into a real positive ones. Sometimes thoughts of lust also come. I used to get very agitated and guilt driven with this while visualizing Divine Mother and my Mahishasura acting up. I think these have been my own accumulated impression over time and latent tendencies just playing out and sometimes out of control. But I also observed that in Matangi Sadhana, I did face this issue within my mind and felt empty. In fact, it was very opposite. And even when I used to come out of Matangi Sadhana, the word outside used to help me overcome this. And one day, out of nowhere, I saw myself as a naked infant baby, as an infant Bala Bhairava. This single vision has melted away all my guilt and agitation, helped me a lot to cope up and move on. I have a long way to go and drop many such things through Swadhyaya, but I truly blessed to have such a guiding grace. It's very true. As we meditate more and more, we see that many of our past life karmas they start surfacing and coming in our awareness, and you see different faces that you are not aware at all. Sometimes the known faces, sometimes unknown faces. Sometimes those faces are very ugly also that you never visualize or thought such things will be there. So all these things is a cleansing and releasing of your past life impression. It has to come in your awareness, then it has to release. So it happens for your highest good. This is the way you release your past life karmas and this life, subconscious, psychic impression that is going to happen. And whatever you are experiencing, it's a blessing. You are blessed with Divine Mother Matangi and also Shiva Shakti to experience and also knowing within you, what is happening to you. So you are also guided within what is happening to you, why it is happening, and how you need to let go, when you let go, how you feel the gratitude. All that is happening to you. It's really wonderful to see such a good experience. So my first question is that in this coming Navaratri of February, if we have to do Matangi Mantra Japa for long, still we do it with a Japamala or with a Sarva Vashankari Mudra. If with a Mala, then what Mala, how many rounds? Please guide. You see that during this Navaratri that is starting from 2nd of February until 10th of the February, the energy of the Matangi will be more awake and more is released during these days. So Matangi sadhana is very, very powerful at that time. So what you do, the basic meditation should be done, okay, without confusion. Every day, Matangi sadhana, whoever have taken a diksha, you should do that. Then apart from that, if you want to increase the number of japa, so what you do, take the crystal japamala, okay, spatika mala, and do maximum 3 japamalas of Matangi mantra, Moola mantra, okay, that is Raja Matangi mantra or Uchishta Chandali mantra. Anyone you can do. Otherwise, you can do one japamala of Uchishta Chandali, another japamala with a Raja Matangi sadhana. That is more than sufficient everyday sadhana. Apart from that, if you want, you can keep on chanting in your mind any one Moola mantra, hold it and do it. In between, you make a prayer. Mother, bless me, guide me, help me to experience your energy within me. I want to feel your invisible presence and help me to manifest these desires that I am holding from long time. You pray and do it. And if possible, during these 9 days, if possible, do the Matangi Havan also, if possible, at least 9 times or 10 minutes. If you don't want to count anything, 10 and 15 minutes every day, these 9 days, do the Matangi Havan with the Moola Mantra. Uchishta Chandala Moola Mantra, then Raja Matangi Moola Mantra. Do the Havan at least for 9 days. So you will be doing the meditation, infusing the mantra, or experiencing the oneness with the Matangi at all levels of your existence, that is your chakras. Okay, then you are doing the Moola Mantra Japa, 1 Japamala or maximum 3 Japamala, plus you are doing the Havan. And you have asked another question, when you do this Mantra Japa, okay, with the Mala, do you need to do Sarva Vashankari Mudra? No, not at all. Sarva Vashankari Mudra should be done only during the Raja Matangi meditation. Apart from that, you relax yourself, hold the Japamala and do the Moola Mantra of Matangi, okay, without any Mudra. The next question, second question related to Sri Chakra Puja. In Sri Chakra Puja, while doing the Mudra and reciting the mantra, shall we close our eyes with the Mudra or show the Mudra to the chakra with the eyes open along with the mantra's recitation? Can you please show what is the correct way? Also, you also mentioned about holding that space of divine within yourself while chanting the mantra. Kindly explain. What you do whenever you do the Sri Chakra Puja. If you are doing the outside Sri Chakra Puja, then you see the Sri Yantra and then you do the Mudra. You do the Mudra and Sri the. I'm not showing the Mudra. You consider this is the Mudra. I'm showing to the Sri Yantra that is in front of me. I will do that and chant the mantra. Okay. If I'm doing the inner Sri Chakra Puja, I close my eyes, but I'm showing the mudra like this only, outside only, not like behind. It's not possible. You will be showing the this, but you have an intention inside. In your awareness, you are showing to the Divine Mother within you. It is here. Okay, Jichidakasha, the highest vibration of Lalitambika is here and here. So you bring your awareness at the center of your head and show the mudra, chant the mantra with your closed eyes when you do the Sri Chakra Puja within you, inner Sri Chakra Puja. Okay. The next question from the same ID number. Sadhguru, can you please tell us the fundamental difference between the sounds Aum and Soham? You see that the Soham is the mantra of the silence. It is a mantra of the silence. From silence, that is Om. Okay. Soham to Om. Om to Namah Shivaya. Otherwise, Om to, in the Shiva mantra is Namah Shivaya. Otherwise, Aim, Reem, Sreem, Kleem. Okay. Then other manifestation of different mantra will happen. So, Soham to Om, Om to Namah Shivaya, and that is Panchamahabhuta, then the creation aspect will start. So the Om is the manifestation or the spirit of the Shiva. The, what we say, Shiva. When you call as a Sada Shiva, it is a Soham. Okay. So Om, Soham is the silent sound, the before the creation or the source consciousness. From that the manifestation will start as a Bindu of that is Om. From Om, Shiva Shakti and all the manifestation. Okay. So Soham to Om, Om to Namah Shivaya, okay, or Om to Aim, Reem, Sreem, Kleem. Then all the manifestation of the creation will takes place. Okay. That is the difference between Om and Soham. Actually, it is a level of consciousness. It's a different level of energy. One is the being level, that is Soham. Aum is the becoming level. If I talk, Soham is the Purusha, Om is the Shakti, okay, or Prakriti. Soham is the being, Om is becoming, okay, or creation, manifestation, okay. That is the difference between Om and Soham. Mahameru Sri Yantra, and I have been saying the Sri Suktam and Katgamala Sutra daily in front of it. I am also practicing level 4 Sri Vidya mantra of Bala Tripura Sundari. Subsequently, I have been feeling a complete shift in my energy field. I can't even find the right words to convey it. It is like a refinement of my consciousness, and although not too much has changed in my outer world, there is a sweetness and enjoyment in everything I'm doing, even if it is a quite mundane. My question to you is about Ma Bala. I'm a soul oriented person, so I'm not able to sense Ma Bala's presence in physical form, nor connect with her in dreams. Can you please tell us a little bit more about how she manifests in the body? Thank you very much. So, Bala Tripura Sundari is the child form of Lalitambika Raja Rajeshwari Mahatripura Sundari. It is not different from Raja Rajeshwari. It is a child form, the innocent form of Lalitambika Raja Rajeshwari. And when you know that, whenever child consciousness is there, it is way of thinking is different. Whenever the adult or the young kid is there or children there is understanding and consciousness is different. Similarly, whenever you become a mid-age person, your consciousness, your understanding and your thinking is different. So when we worship this form of Lalitambika in the child form, it's an innocent energy, unconditional consciousness. You need to understand. And it will bless whatever you want without any judgment, without any expectation. It is something, a so beautiful awareness, very peaceful, sweet consciousness, I can say. Okay. And now coming to how it manifests in a body. It manifests in a body the way that you never thought. Sometimes you start seeing the faces of the small baby in your meditation or in your dream. Okay. Or sometimes you go outside, somehow the children will come and touch you, they start seeing and smiling on you, or somebody is coming and asking you something. All of this will start happen. Or in your own home, or in your neighbor, you started attracted, or the children start attracting to you and communicating you without any reason. There are many different ways that Divine Mother manifest. When we were doing this level 4 workshop in Hotel Kanishka in Bangalore, what surprising was that we just did the initiation of the Bala Tripura Sundari, and outside our hall, the children's, some school event was there. Small children's, small girls started coming there. They are, whistling, they are shouting, they are smiling, and all of that. We saw that. We received the blessing of Bala. The moment we, finished our initiation, we received the Bala. Sometimes, when I myself meditating and doing all of that, suddenly when I'm so much emotional, devotional, and connecting to the Bala, I see that my own daughter is coming and touching me in my meditation. She is coming, opening the door and knocking the door and coming and touching and telling that. You see that there are many ways that you can see the Bala Tripura Sundari manifest. Most of the time, if you see her as a form, she come with a pure white energy and a pure pink energy. And the energy is very sweet, very blissful, very joyful. That I cannot explain. The bliss and joy, that is amazing. You are in that joy, you just forget everything about the past and future. You just enjoy whatever you do. That is the present state of consciousness, the present moment of the consciousness. That is the Bala Tripura Sundari. Many times, some of our own students, they express that whenever they started Bala Tripura Sundari, they are getting, some girls are, small baby school girls are asking for a lift, from their vehicles. They give a lift to the small, girls and all of that. That is something, so many different experiences are there. Some, students seeing that they were, some neighbors are coming, their neighbor child is coming, before that never it happened coming and taking a chocolate or giving a chocolate or keeping some items of that baby in their home and all of that. So there are many ways. I cannot explain the experience, how she will manifest. The divine has she likes to play. Bala is a one energy. She playfully work with you. She playfully work with you, and if your love for her is true, whether you are a kinesthetic or not, whether you are whatever type of visualistic or not, she will come and bless and show you that I came and blessed you. Okay. The next question from the same ID number related to Rajamatangi and Sri Vidya Sadhana. Guruji, I am very attached to Ma Rajamatangi. It is she who led me to you and Ma Tripura Sundari. When I go my day, the mantra that I can very easily hear and chant into is the Uchishta Chandali mantra that seems to be going on continuously in my heart. As guided by you, I do try to do other mantras consciously during a day, like the level 4 mantra and Krodha Raja Bhairava mantra. Now, my question is, how much does it matter what mantra is being chanted throughout the day? Should I continue like this and then once I finish level 7, only chant the level 7 mantra throughout the day? If all mantras lead us to a silence, is one mantra more effective than others to cultivate japa, ajapa? Thank you. You see that all mantras really don't lead you to the silence, that you need to understand. Of course, generally I speak, the path is from mantra to silence. It is very general statement I do. But every mantra has a special purpose. Okay, special purpose. If you chant this Durga Saptashati mantra, you see, it is not going to take you to the silence. Very, 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 very aggressive, very powerful mantra. Okay, but Shiva mantras will take you into silence. Very easily you can go into silence with the Tirumala Shiva mantra. Same with the Soham meditation. You can go into a silence. Okay. So all mantras don't lead you to into silence, that you need to understand. Second thing is, every mantra has a specific purpose, specific vibration, specific quality and manifestation and application. Okay. So now with the guidance, whatever you're getting guidance, you just flow with that. Don't worry what happens after level 7. Okay, now you are in level 4 and you enjoy your level 4 mantra. Okay, the blessing of the Bala, and you enjoy the grace of Raja Matangi. Okay, and whenever it is needed, you also chant the Krodha Raja Bhairava mantra. When you reach to the level 7, you will be guided. Your consciousness will be awakened, your intuition will be awakened, your perception will be changed. At that time, you know what mantra need to be chanted. Okay, what are the conditions at that time? What is your situation? What Divine Mother wanted to guide you? So don't worry about anything. For the moment, you just need to continue with this journey. The time will come where you reach a state. Just you want to be in a silence. You don't want even the chanting mantra become a disturbance for you. Okay, so according to your journey, your level of consciousness, you receive the guidance. So at present, I suggest and advise you continue whatever you are doing. Don't worry too much about what happens after level 7 and all of that. Okay, ajapa japa, everything will happen as you progress. Okay. Next question from ID number 10,198. Dear Guruji, does Sri Vidya Diksha include the Lalita Sahasranama? If I wanted to chant one of the names from the Lalita Sahasranama to solve problem in my life or create that specific quality in myself, how many times a day should I chant it? See, whenever you take a level 1 Sri Vidya Diksha, that means you have received the Diksha to or eligible to chant Lalita Sahasranama. Okay, so now you are already completed level 1, you are already going into the higher level, so you are eligible to do the Lalita Sahasranama. Okay, so there is no separate Diksha for that. Now question is, if I want to chant one name of Lalita Sahasranama to solve the problem or create that quality, how many times? Until you feel that energy is manifested in you. For example, if I want to chant Om Sri Matre Namaha, okay, this mantra has to be chanted day and night, okay, until you experience that quality. What is that quality? Sri Mata, source consciousness, silence, abundance, oneness, expansion, everything. That is the Sri Matra. Until you experience or until you manifest that energy in you, you have to chant. For some people, it may take one day, some people 2 weeks, some people some months, for some people 1 year, 2 years, I don't know. So, whatever that is needed, you keep on chanting until you feel it is manifested in you. Okay, there is no restrictions. Okay, it's a Nama Japa, there is no restrictions, you can chant it. Okay. The next question from ID number 10680 related to Rajamatange and Bhairava Sadhana, Sri Mahavarahi Diksha. Guruji, sadhana is going good with your blessing. Great experience I had is I requested Sadguru Tirumularji and Goddess to take negative and sexual feeling out of me. As soon as I can see you at Ajna Chakra pulling the dark and black energy, after that I felt relaxed and golden reddish energy started flowing in my forehead. That's really blessing. Sadguru Tirumularji could able to listen to you, divine mother able to listen to you and take the all the negative energy that you don't want it. That's a great blessing to you. It shows that how much you are surrender, how much you are connected, your soul is connected to Tirumularji and Lalitambika. It's really good. The next question, during sadhana sometimes I feel like energy from my entire body is moving to top, and that heat or the energy is going out from Sahasrara Chakra. Sometimes, like I'm lifted up into the air and I open my eyes suddenly. What does this indicate, Guruji? So, what happens whenever we do the sadhana, the energy start going upward. Okay, so the path is to ascend. It's a vertical path, the ascension, energy rising, kundalini energy going upward. So you are able to feel that the energy is moving up, going to the Sahasrara, and all the energy is released. It is not actually is released, it is a oneness with the universal consciousness. You feel that entire energy is connected to universe. That is like a released, all of that. That is what one thing you have experienced. Second thing, you felt that you are lifted up into the air, and when you open this suddenly, and then you feel that what is happening means you are experiencing your lightness in your body. When you say I can little bit mean what you say, I am lifted up into the air, it means you are feeling the lightness of your body, or you are feeling no body at all. So you are feeling that you are inside the air, means the gravitational force is very less. Then you are a little bit going above, means what it means, your consciousness, your energy or your attention is moving from Mooladhara chakra to the higher level of consciousness. Means from body consciousness you are going into a soul consciousness, where you feel no body or less body, or you are feeling the expansion or in the air. Means you are going into a soul consciousness during your meditation. It's a very positive sign. Okay. Now, the next question from the same ID number. How can I help my sister to conceive a child through the sadhana? It's been 6 years that both are engaged and consistent miscarriages. Or is there anything that I can make them to do? Please guide. There is a one stotra is there, Shashti stotra, especially for the the couple who are not getting marriage. And there is one more mantra called a Santana Gopala mantra. Okay, these two are very important. Shashti Devi Moola mantra, Shashti Devi stotra, plus Santana Gopala. Lord Krishna is worshipped in the form of Santana Gopala. These three mantras should be done by those couple who are expecting a baby. Okay, this miscarriages need to be protected. The Shashti Devi protect that before birth of a child, after birth minimum 3 months they should do this sadhana. Okay, Try to find it. If you don't get, please send us an email. We will send you those details. Okay. The next question from ID number 10,697 related to Baglamukhi Sadhana. Guruji Namaste. I have taken Sri Baglamukhi Devi Sadhana. Yesterday I had to get up in between sadhana for emergency work. Such times after the work is done, how I should continue the sadhana? From where I left or from the starting? So what happens here, it is very normal for many, sadhaka who are, connected with a heavy responsibility in their career or some other household work and all of that. So if you have done a lot of sadhana, maybe for example, if 1 hour Bagalamukhi sadhana is there, okay, so half an hour you have already completed the sadhana. Now in between there is a short 2 minutes break that you have taken due to some emergency call you need to attend, or some other somebody knocking the door and you are alone, you go and open the door. In that case, what you do, you start where you have left, because you are already completed half an hour sadhana. Remaining 10-15 minutes will be remained, so you continue with that if you remember where you have left it. But if you don't remember where you have left it, you have to start wherever it is possible. Sadhana, wherever it is possible, you can start it. Okay, so there is no problem. Some such breaks will be taken, not a issue. Pray to Divine Mother, ask her blessing and do the sadhana. Okay. But if you have just started a sadhana, okay, just 5 minutes I started a sadhana, suddenly you got a call or some, somebody is knocking a door or something you need to attend. At that time, I suggest you start from the start. Okay, if it is just you have done 2 to 5 minutes sadhana, you start from that. That can be helpful to you. Okay. The next question from the same ID number. I am wearing yellow hakik mala. Can I use the same mala that I wear around my neck for japa also, and put back around my neck again after the japa is over? Or do I need to use a separate mala wearing around my neck and japa? You can use the same japa mala. Hakik mala do not attract any negativity. Okay, and yellow hakik mala is the stambhana shakti. It will hold all the negativity outside you, outside your energy field. Okay, so you can wear that japamala, you can go any place if you want and come back again. You use that japamala, it acts as a protection shield for you, and you are energizing it every day with a japa. It is very powerful. Divine Mother blessing and vibration will be with you whenever you do this, whenever you wear this japamala. Okay, you can wear it. Okay, you can wear this japamala, especially when you are asking for yellow hakik mala. I am asking to, if you are wearing this spatika mala, crystal mala, I don't suggest students to wear it after doing the japa, because spatika mala is a pure crystal mala. It absorbs the vibration. Okay, so it is very good only for a japa, not for wearing. If you are meditating, you can wear crystal mala and do the sadhana. Apart from that, if you are going to the shopping mall, you are going to the workplace here and there, it's better not to wear the crystal japamala, because when you go there, it is a possible that because of its purity, it can attract all the outside vibrations also, if you are not sealed that japamala. Okay, so in your case, you are using yellow hakik mala, you can wear it. Rudraksha mala can also be weared, also used for a japa. Okay. Then the question from the same ID number. Do I have to remove mala I wear around the neck when I go for a bath or washroom? How to cleanse and purify the mala? What happens if it is always I suggest early morning you do all your washing and all the fresh up and all, take a bath, then you wear the mala and then do the sadhana and all, and before going to sleep again you remove it. Okay, and again next day after taking bath you can wear it. That you can do it. But what happens sometimes when you are in a workplace where you want to go to the washroom and all, at that time you don't need to worry. Just wear it, go and come back. Don't worry about it, because this yellow hakik mala do not absorb any negative vibration. Okay, so don't worry, you can wear it. Okay, how to cleanse or purify the mala? So what happens whenever you do the japa, with this mala, cleansing and purification automatically it will take place. Otherwise, what you do, you hold the mala like this, okay? Make an intention. I ask Divine Mother Bagalamukhi to cleanse this japamala. Okay, you make that intention and chant the Moola mantra of Bagalamukhi for 5 to 10 minutes and feel that Divine Mother energy is cleansing the japamala. And once you cleanse it, then you energize this japamala. Again, you hold it and you make an intention. I ask Divine Mother Bagalamukhi to energize this japamala with her mantra. Then again, you keep on chanting the Moola mantra for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you program this japamala for your purpose. Then you say that I ask Divine Mother Bagalamukhi connect this japamala, its energy to my soul to remove the obstacle, bring the abundance, peace, harmony, growth in my life. You program that and again you chant the mantra, Moola mantra of Bagalamukhi minimum for 5 to 10 minutes. So you cleanse first time, you energize, then you program the japamala, then you can wear it. Once you do this, you can wear and you can do the sadhana also. You can wear and you can go any place if you want. Okay, that is the questions answers for this ID number. The next question from ID number 10,540 related to Rajamatangi and Batuka Bhairava sadhana. Namaste Guruji, how should we prana pratishtapa by ourselves to Divine Mother idol or Kalasha? Which mantra should we use for invoking Mother's energy? Okay. And Guruji, from 2nd Feb, Gupta Navratri is coming. How should I do the meditation during Gupta Navratri? At what time you suggest to do the sadhana to get the grace of Divine Mother Rajamatangi? And another question, Guruji, I have my own hotel. So for attracting the customers more, should I use a Kamadeno Annapurneshwari mantra which you given in YouTube, or Mother Rajamatangi mantra is sufficient? And Guruji, I am taking the sankalpa before meditation from Divine Mother, and but my sankalpa is not getting fulfilled and something negative happens with me. Please tell me, Guruji, I am doing something wrong. So what happens? First question is about prana pratisthapana by yourself to Divine Mother idol. You see that always it is suggested you should not do the prana pratisthapana for yourself, because to do the prana pratisthapana you should go into a soul consciousness. Once you go into soul consciousness, at that consciousness you need to infuse the prana, pull the prana from your soul and infuse into the idol. Okay, if you are that is the higher level of the soul consciousness, you infuse that prana, then you worship, that will manifest and bless you. If you do the prana pratishthapan, your level of consciousness is this, and you infuse that, then you are not going to attract the better things. So better you need to do the prana pratishtapana from some master. That is a great blessing for you, that you need to understand. If not, take to the any temple, ask temple pujari to do the archana to that idol. That's all you have to do. Make a sankalpa to Divine Mother. Mother, you only bless my Devi, the idol, and you come and establish and bless me. You just make a prayer, do the archana in a very good temple, that is a powerful temple. You ask the person to do the archana. That can be done. Okay. Otherwise, it is not a right way for you to get the blessing if you do for yourself. Okay. Then the second question is about the Gupta Navaratri and what is the time to do the sadhana. You see that whenever you say Navaratri, so Ratri meaning is there in the word Navaratri. 9 days at night, Shakti is more manifested because of the moon outside. Okay, when the moon energy is more, Shakti is more active. So if possible, do the sadhana anytime after 6 o'clock in the evening during the Navaratri. Okay. And how should I do the meditation? What you do your whatever diksha you have taken, the Batuka Bhairava, Rajamatangi, you do the meditation. Then you can do the one japamala of Rajamatangi. And if you learn the Havan, then you can do the one japamala or 5-10 minutes or 15 minutes of Rajamatangi Moola Mantra Havan, you can do it. Okay. Now the question I own my hotel. To attract the more customer, can I do the Kamadenu Annapurna mantra that is given in the? Yes, you can do it. Annapurna mantra is very important and blessing not only for you, for your customers. Whenever you do and infuse this Annapurneshwar mantra to the food that you are distributing or by giving to the customer, they feel fulfillment. When they feel a fulfillment, there is a release of trupti energy or the joyful energy. When that joyful energy is released in your hotel, what happens? That is abundant energy and start attracting the abundance from the outside world. The money will be more and more customers start coming. You start getting more blessing and your hotel become more famous and you are blessed with that. Yes, Bhairava, Rajamatangi plus Annapurneshwari sadhana, all you can do it. It's a great blessing for your, for your hotel. And my sankalpa is not fulfilling and something negative happens. Please don't worry, never have a worry about it. Some sankalpa, some desires fulfill within a month, some desire fulfill in a 2 months or 3 months, some in a 6 months. Okay, have a time frame. If you believe that, okay, some people wanted to fulfill the 3 BHK home, if it is not going to manifest within a 3 months. Okay, if you want to build a home in your own site, it will take some time to manifest that. So like this, you should have some believable judgment how long it should take to manifest. Okay, and try to do this swadhyaya. If there is any limiting belief that you are holding it behind that desire, try to release that limiting belief and visualize and experience, trigger the joy of attainment in your own mind. Okay, do that, do the siddha mind power to release in limiting belief and visualization plus sankalpa, then add your mantra japa to your sankalpa or your fulfillment of desire regularly. And whenever negative happens outside, take one step back and tell that inner world creates outside world. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Universal law of cause is within, effect is outside. Whatever I am experiencing that negativity is before to that. Now I am creating the positive desire, positive energy with the divine mother help. It is going to manifest. So I accept whatever that is happening negativity, but I know that the positive my desire is going to manifest. Have that positive expectation and do the sadhana, things will be taken clear. Okay. Next question from ID number 553. Sri Sadguruji, can you please guide us how we can invoke Sri Krodha Raja Bhairava to overcome our internal enemies? You see that. What are the internal enemies? If I take an example, the best example is anger. Okay, the internal enemy is the anger or our own karmas or our own negative limiting beliefs, self-doubt, self-hatredness. All these are the internal enemies. These will block our inner world manifestation. If you cannot manifest harmony, abundance, love, grace within your own soul, your inner world, you cannot manifest in the outside world. Whatever that cannot be experienced in your consciousness cannot be manifested in the outside world. So how to use the Krodha Raja Bhairava mantra to overcome these enemies? Okay, so whenever you chant the Krodha Raja Bhairava mantra, you pray to Krodha Raja Bhairava. Krodha Raja Bhairava, please bring the awareness about my internal enemies. First step is awareness. The moment you get anger, first step is to know that you are getting angry. Otherwise you are attached to the anger and start feeling so many emotions, blood circulation, so many reaction in your body, and you behave and react to the situation. And if you take one step back, suddenly you are aware that you become anger and you observe your anger. What happens? Literally, you start controlling the anger, you become aware of the anger, you control your body sensation, and then you know that why you are behaving, what is happening, what is a thought, what is the person, what the word of the person is triggered to anger, what is the word or how is your judgment, your expectation triggering the anger, that you will understand. Okay, so you need to pray to Krodha Raja Bhairava to release all the negative blocks, subconscious block, and make you aware of your internal enemies, first thing. And ask and pray to Krodha Raja Bhairava, help and guide my mind, my intellectual ability, and my behavior to control myself to overcome these enemies. So make this type of prayer and then you chant the Krodha Raja Bhairava mantra for 5 times, 10 times, or 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That is the way we invoke and do that. Morning I do this invocation, do that. During my day-to-day activities, whenever I get anger, suddenly the Krodha Bhairava, that force, that consciousness start manifesting and guiding you. Okay, that is the one way to help you to overcome the internal enemies with the help of Krodha Raja Bhairava. Second question from the same ID number. Sri Sadguruji, can you guide us on how we can take a support of Yoga Danda for deep meditation? You see that deep meditation goes beyond the Yoga Danda. Because when you say deep meditation, it is something you are going above the body consciousness. Okay. So earlier how people used to do, the Siddhas used to do, one is they used to do the japa. So they used to keep, support the Yoga Danda here. They keep here. Okay. And hold the japa mala and chant the note as much as possible to be aware of that. And some people, they used to, sit with their spine straight and keep the Yoga Danda here so that they are not going into sleep consciousness, they become fall down to the body consciousness, and then they sit with this Yoga Danda and meditate as much as possible for throughout the day. So this Yoga Danda was used by yogis and siddhas. Okay, for a householder it is not needed, but if you want to go for a longer meditation, you can use it. Other one is, if you want to listen the or do the Om Samadhi Kriya, you use the Yoga Danda and close your ears and then you listen the Om Nada. Try to be aware of your Om Nada within yourself. Keep on, as you breathe out, you go on chanting the Om and being aware of the Om Nada, especially the right side of your head. Okay, that is also done by many siddhas as a Nada yogis. They do all of that. In a Nata Parampara, they tie a rope here so that they should not fall down. The spine should be straight. So they tie a rope from here to here. Then they put the Yoga Danda like this. They will be sitting like this throughout the day and night, being in the consciousness of Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma Swarup. That is also one of the tapasya in a Nata Parampara. They do using the Yoga Danda and tying the rope and doing all of that. I have seen many yogis are doing all of that. So this is the way you can take a support of Yoga Danda and do the sadhana. If you feel that is needed for you, you can do that. Okay. The next question, can you guide us on Trataka to deepen our Dharana Shakti? Yes, Trataka is very powerful. If possible, what you do, take one candle or one lamp and try to focus your attention. Both eyes you keep on the fire or the candle, light a lamp or the candle and go on looking at the fire of the lamp. Okay, keep looking at that as much as possible. Whenever your eyes are getting hurt, again you close for a few seconds, again you open your eyes and watch all the time. This is how you need to do the Trataka. Or you can do the Trataka on Sri Yantra, Bindu. Take a Sri Yantra, Bindu, you go on looking on the Bindu as much as possible. Okay, or you can do the Trataka on Tirumalaji. You just look in the eyes of the Tirumalaji. Just sit and look in the eyes of the Tirumalaji. Look in the eyes of Lalitambika. And that is also one of the Trataka that you can do it. If that is also not possible, you just focus on your tip of the nose and watch how much it is possible. Both eyes will be focused on this and you goes on looking onto that. That you have to do it. That is also Trataka. What happens? Whatever you focus, you become that. If I focus on the eyes of Tirumalaji, means I am touching the soul of Tirumalaji. If I'm focusing in the light of the fire, on the consciousness of the fire, that consciousness outside light or the fire, inside it is awareness. When I focus on the fire, my inner awareness activates. Okay, when I focus on the bindu of Sri Yantra, my the Sahasrara chakra or the Shiva Shakti oneness consciousness awakens. So whatever I focus, that will get activated within myself. That you need to understand. So with this understanding, you can focus. When you touch the tip of the nose, what happens? You are focusing your the Surya and Chandra Nadi here, where they merge. And when they merge, your Sushumna also opens. You start experience the raising your Kundalini also. That is one of the way how to raise the Kundalini, how to open the Sushumna by focusing the tip of the nose. All those things you can do. Start every day. Start with the 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Slowly, slowly you increase it. It takes a long practice of many weeks that you can do it. So next question from ID number 10446. Guruji has very profoundly explained the significance of Sankalpa leading to manifestation. Sometimes we are very confused and we feel whatever we want may not be the best thing for us. In this case, can we surrender completely to the Devi and leave everything in her hands and not wish for anything and ask her to do whatever is best for us? Namaste. Yes, you can do that also. Whenever you are confused, you don't know what is highest good for you, it is always better to let go. Whenever you are very clear from your heart, this is what I want, this is the purpose of my life, you can ask, pray for that to Divine Mother. So there are two ways. One way is you have a clarity that for what purpose you are here. Okay, you have learned the life lessons. Now I want to manifest my purpose of life. So I pray, meditate, make a sankalpa, and I ask, and I put the action in my outside world and manifest what I want. And other times I'm very confused. I'm very stuck in my life, very much confused because of the family, career, situations, things that I don't know what is going on. I don't have any clarity. I'm confused. At that time, it's better to surrender, let go, and ask Divine Mother to guide your mind and intelligence and handle your situation. Okay? So both options are there. One is you live your life as a surrenderance. Another one is you have a very clear idea what you want. You ask and manifest. Okay? Both are okay. Okay? Next question from ID number 140 related to Shiva Yoga and Sri Vidya Sadhana. Shivoham Guruji, I have been practicing Sri Vidya Sadhana for last 3 years and 6 months. I have recently taken Shiva Yoga online Diksha to deepen my sadhana. I do not want to stop Sri Vidya Sadhana as I am reaping enormous benefits both in material and spiritual levels. Can I practice Sri Vidya Sadhana and Shiva Yoga together, either both in the morning or one in the morning and another in the evening? Time is not a problem as I am ready to sleep 1 hour less. Due to meditation practices and your grace, sleeping less has never caused me any kind of fatigue. Yes, in that case, it's good. If you can able to practice both and you have a time, then you can do it. For example, first you do the Sri Vidya Sadhana, okay, the dynamic consciousness. Then you go for Shiva Sadhana, that is a static consciousness. Okay, start with the Sri Vidya, end with the Shiva Yoga Sadhana, that you can do it. And see that if you practice both the sadhana at the same time, if you feel too much energy or too much staticness, means you feel so happy, blissful within yourself, so content within yourself, and so much within yourself that you don't want to go outside for work, for a job, or for your family responsibility. If it is start happening, what you do, you reduce it. You reduce it to only one sadhana. Morning Sri Vidya Sadhana, evening or at night, Shiva Sadhana, or other way around. Like this, you can practice both of them and you will get a blessing from Shiva and Shakti. Next question. Guruji, you have several times mentioned that we are all in a third dimension. Can you kindly tell us as to how many dimensions exist and which of these are at most significance to a Sri Vidya sadhana? See that for the present, I'm just telling you 5 dimensions. Okay, that is what we have been experiencing. This waking state is a third dimension, and we go into one more dimension. We call it as a soul dimension, where we are aware of what is happening within and outside. Then we go to the higher level of fifth level, where we call turiya theta. We are not aware of a body and outside world. We are just existed beingness, okay, as a pure consciousness. So you just understand only now 5 dimension, okay, or 5 type of consciousness. So there are in between, there are many other dimensions and consciousness. Some other day I will take a satsanga. I'm planning for satsanga series where very important topic I am going to talk for especially the inner circle and advanced students. I want to take to the higher level with the different topics as a satsanga series. In that I will explain different dimensions, what are the levels, consciousness and mind level, or the self. All that I will be correlate and explain all of that. It is not a very simple topic, it's a very long topic, maybe half a day I need to explain this. But for the moment, you just see 5 dimensions. Now we are in the third dimension. We need to go to the fifth dimension, that is a God realization. The fourth dimension is like a self realization that we need to understand. Okay. The next question. Can you you have spoken in your lectures about traveling in a sleep to different world and gaining knowledge from Guru. Does such travel happen on need basis by the grace of Guru, or is there any guiding technique to master this art similar to the guided meditation using which you took us to Siddhaloka? Yes, there is a technique where you need to learn how to go with your subtle body. During the Guru Purnima, we visited to Siddhaloka through soul travel. So, but in this, we need to have an astral body also, our energy body, mental body. Then we learn and absorb the teachings from the Siddhas. There's a way, and all cannot do it. If you want to learn it, what you do before going to sleep? Make an intention. Slowly pray to Tirumalaji. Light a lamp in front of Tirumalaji or Divine Mother. Ask Divine Mother or Tirumalaji, please take my subtle body to your word, to your celestial word or Manidvipa or Siddhaloka, and teach me to the higher level of consciousness that I am ready for. You every day you make a sankalpa and just light a lamp, make a sankalpa in front of Tirumalaji and Lalitamba. You start this technique every day. Then what happens? You start getting a dreams where you are taken. Then slowly vivid dreams will be there, what we call lucid dreaming, where you know that it is no more a dream. You know that your subtle body is there and Tirumalaji is sitting and you are learning all of that. So it takes some months for you to practice this technique. But start with the intention, prayer to Tirumalaji and Lalitambika, okay, and slowly ask the Tirumalaji to take and teach you that is needed for your next level of soul ascension. Okay, then Tirumalaji will guide you and Lalitambika will guide you and help you for that. Okay, so this is the completion of the doubt clearing session. I pray to all for a good health and meditate regularly. Strengthen your inner pillar so that you can able to protect yourself from all the negativity, all the health issues, all the fear that is created in the outside world. Okay, Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham.